Hi guys, welcome back to Gary Grigsby War. We're in the East. We are playing German campaign as the Nazi army is marching into Russia, into Soviet Union to be more precise. Nazi and Allied armies. Yeah. Mm, Last episode we have moved Army Group North. We arrived at the brink of Leningrad. Today we'll be dealing with Army Group Center. We are around Smolensk. We have pulled back out of Vyazma, the Soviets have recaptured it. Let's see how the situation looks. And this one. Okay, so we have our infantry here around Dnieper and around Smolensk, and panzer forces situated to pounce on the enemy. But before we deal with the important and exciting stuff on the front line, first boring stuff in the rear. So first rail repair maybe. We are not ripping anything. Yes, we have two units dealing with rail repair. Now we want to stack them to do everything faster. While in the Baltic rail zone, we pay only 1 point, but outside we pay 3 points. So we need to have two units repairing the railroad, because the maximum number of hexes, as we can see here, is 4 outside the Baltic rail zone, and with one FBD we only would do 3 hexes. So we pair them up, and in the next turn we will be doing 4 hexes anyways. The terrain here is rough, so the amount of movement points we pay is also higher. With 2 FBDs we'll be doing 4 hexes each turn, 100%. Here let's place the battalions in the cities. This one in Minsk. This division will be occupying Vitebsk, Smolensk, and maybe Mokilev, or this city, this Wielkie Łuki. We have also one more motorized division. Let's send the front, and yeah. Let's deal with the stragglers, or not. Let's use both of the divisions. Maybe finally we can call this job done, but no. There's a lot to do. Do one deliberate attack? No, we can. So let's do one hasty attack on the easiest stack, but it's still failed. So maybe next time. No hurry, no worry. Here we have our second army. Yeah, I will be sending it north to protect our flank. North of Bina River. So we can focus on pushing down east. One more hex. Very fortunate. Let's move the commands as well. Move the airfields. Yeah, a bit boring. Bear with me, only a few remaining. Okay, it's done. So now let's think about our front lines, frontline units. I've taken a look before I started to record what can be redone and what's interesting. First, let's do some more recon. To see everything. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the Russians are positioned south of Moscow in this like a line of units. And what do we want to do? First, we want to see how far can we go. We have here one light green Panzer Corps that cannot go anywhere because it was driving cluster, but we have a second light green Panzer Corps that has max movement points 50, 48 and 40, so it can drive really far. For example, right next to Moscow or here. And we have another Panzer Corps that can also drive very far. It has about 40 movement points each, and it can drive quite far. So the decision is: do we go like one Panzer Corps north, one Panzer Corps south, and like keep up with the infantry, or do we try to stack them both on one side, like for example north or for example south, and leave the one that will be building up probably this turn to do the second pincer, because the main tactic against Moscow is to pincer it around. I will drive it, because if you don't know what I mean, it's just to go around. The pincer may be bigger or maybe smaller. It doesn't matter, because the urban hexes in Moscow will be very strongly defended and impossible to take head on. So we have to encircle it and reduce the pocket later. Yeah. First, let's move the infantry maybe from the rear. Yeah. So let's start with the units from the rear. We have one corps here and one corps here. Yeah, the other side of the river is probably occupied. Yeah, because I couldn't move over. The situation looks. Okay, so this hex is not occupied. If we could go around here, if we could make a free hex opening here, we could probably encircle the Mohilev units. Let's try. Maybe let's move up the HQ and make a deliberate attack. Okay, it worked. So now we can exploit it, yeah, and go. Need to go further cavalry kingdom. Maybe displace this unit. Okay, and put the cavalry in. So this core has been moved. Now let's choose a second core. Can it do the encirclements? Maybe, yeah, this one can. So let's do it like this. Units. Can even try to engage. Ah, but I failed. Okay. And one more division. So maybe let's push it around here so it can attack the city next time. This one. Oh, this division is also part of the core, so let's have it here so we can do a bit attack Mohilev next turn. This division is catching up, so let's make it catch up. Can we do a little bit more of an encirclement? I don't think so. So let's not bother with it. I have this division here, so maybe here. Push out the HQ. And let's try to attack, maybe. Okay, one attack worked. And one more. This one worked as well. Okay, very good. One more division left. Maybe we could strike this stack, or just leave it alone. For example, around here. Okay, so we have yeah, it's the last division. It has seven. It has 7 combat value, so I doubt. From here we could do a deliberate attack, but let's move like here. Yeah, maybe next turn we can do deliberate attack. Some more, yeah, some more units. We have here 43rd Corps. So I would like to push one of the corps push some of the units as far forward as possible, and some of them like around here maybe to try to encircle Smolensk, or at least like get closer to it. Let's decide which corps is the best. This division has only 8 movement points, so it cannot do that much. So let's make this corps going south around Smolensk. What corps is this? 43rd. You can even try to encircle maybe this stack. It won't be encircled, but it will be threatening. Encirclement will be quite threatening. Yeah, let's position it here, so they won't have much movement points. I guess many movement points left. The rest can go here. Can I? Okay. So the HQ, I can do an attack. It was successful, very well. Stack the HQ. Two more divisions, so let's move them. Up. Let's just move them up. This unit. Okay, very good. I'd rather let the HQ not on the empty hex near the enemy. We have one brigade here that was stuck actually behind the river, so we free it a little bit. Start with infantry maybe. What I would like to do with this corps, plus 2 divisions only. I will leave this area to the 2nd Army. I'll probably also like send this corps to the 2nd Army. The 2nd Army, but it's 17 admin points, so I'll actually refrain from doing it just now and see how many movement points do you have left after the turn. Let's place the division here maybe. We also need to be sure that like we have to replace those divisions that are holding up the front line on Smolensk, because we'll be moving them east, but someone has to take position instead. We actually moved all of our troops there, so we have only like 1 or 2 divisions left for doing so, and yeah. I would do a bit attack here. To succeed. Okay, so the northern flank is actually protected. So I remove the division to this location. It will be acting as a northern front for the Smolensk situation. Let's move our troops forward. What I wanted to do is deal with this unit and this unit, because it blocks our way to move anywhere. With this division I could probably go for the encirclement of Smolensk this turn, but I don't think. Maybe we could use this one. Not really. Not sure. We have its core here, so we have 3 divisions to move. Can any of it attack? No. it's 23rd. 23rd. That's pretty movement. It can actually attack Vyazma, so maybe we can do it with one division. Has 4 defense, so let's put the HP up. Cannot do direct attack. Let's try. No, it failed. So we have to reinforce it with one more division. This core will be our southern flank, from what it seems. Alright, let's reinforce it with one more unit. Not this one, and not this one. Maybe this one. And let's try. Yeah, fine. Good job. But it retreated into the city, so it's gonna be a bit harder to displace. Now, yeah, we have possibility. We can maybe try and deal with this division. We risk it with one. We risk it with one movement points. No. Let's do it to attack. It didn't go very well because they moved into the forest. And I failed at that. Okay. Okay. One more core with 2 divisions. Can they actually move anywhere? Interesting. Yeah, but they cannot attack. They cannot attack, so let's try this core. It's this division that has to stay here. Probably cannot do this with one, so let's reinforce it. Place the HQs here. And try to displace the Russians. Worked on me, but they keep getting more and more strength. Unfortunately. We have one more unit. We can do this attack, maybe. Maybe it's gonna work. Yeah, very good. Yeah. What do we have here? We have here also the light green units. 14 million points. Yeah, that's maybe do we push it back a bit or not? Pushing it back, it's a bit pointless. We could go and create a southern wing. Yeah. That really effective. Okay, so now what's left are our panzer divisions. It's gonna be probably this corps first because it has 27 movement points on this hex, and the Panzer Corps here has 41, so this one has fewer movement points, so we'll not act first. Let's maybe clear the way a bit. I think let's move north. The south there are a lot of rivers, and I think we'll be, I don't know, I'm not sure. Let's try with one Panzer Corps and see how the situation looks. Clearing the way does not go very well, unfortunately. No. I don't know, this division. It's not that fortunate. It's important to displace the airfields with our mobile units, because the mobile units capture the fuel, and the fuel is retained in the. I'd like to displace this division. The fuel is retained in the Panzer Corps and can be utilized in the next turn. They're very stubborn. I'm not sure if I want to attack it with one unit. It has 14 strength, so I think I will use both units. Okay. Okay. Some more airfields. We have captured Rouge. Division is very stubborn. Okay, we have one more Panzer unit. Can go quite far here in the north. Quite far. There is one more infantry division. Let's deal with it maybe. It's routed. Very good. Finally, Stein division is also routed. This one is quite capable. Yeah, got displaced. No more attacks. Yeah, but we are out of fuel in the beachhead supply range. What can we do with this? These divisions. We can go quite far. We could possibly even go into Moscow. What we could also do is go right, like about here, break through, and try to make an encirclement right in front of Moscow. We need to get the Vyazma division out of the way and strike, I don't know, maybe here. I don't know if we will have enough movement points to use. The motorized division is not that... the motorized division is actually quite... The tank division here has not that much movement points. But it has high combat value, so we can try to evict them out of Vyazma and go for a small encirclement, but there are mostly our bases here, so it would be like 2 divisions. It's not that good. We could get them out of Vyazma anyway. So the Soviets don't reinforce the city. Where's the HQ? Very good. Let's move it out of the way. Routed. Some more fuel captured. Some more division displaced. What is now the situation? Looks quite interesting because I could displace this division with my motorized units and then march the Panzer division quite deep. It has the possibility of being cut off, right? Just like Leningrad. But we risked it in Leningrad, so I think we can risk it as well here. There is also a possibility to go around this terrain and capture all those Soviet troops around here, but we don't care about Soviet troops around here. We care about Moscow. And I think I like this idea, but okay. Let's do maybe from here, because we flip more hexes. We could... Let's move this Panzer division. Let's see if the... I don't think the attack will be successful, but we can try. It was. Very good. Nice job. But it's in the... Yeah. From here, it's the movement points. The movement is a bit quicker. So let's see. I need to deal with this division once and for all. No good. No good. It's still in the way. It's very stubborn. Very stubborn. And the dream has been shattered. We will be not in Moscow or around Moscow this turn. But we will be really close. Let's capture some more fuel. Can we actually make it? 6 movement points? 4 movement points? Can we make it into Moscow? Can we actually make it? Can we make it over the river? No! Yes, we can! Yes, we can! We are actually in Moscow. We are actually in Moscow, ladies and gentlemen. This tank unit will be probably encircled and cut off and everything. But we are in Moscow, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Yeah, it's turn 5, and a Panzer Division is inside Moscow. In this hex probably is Kremlin, so our patrols have actually seized it, maybe even capturing Stalin, or maybe not. But the next turn will be huge backlash of Soviet units. I wonder if we will be able to save this division. That's probably, maybe. We will see. We will see. Yeah, what I wanted to do is also a build-up, because we are way... Where is this? Airbase over here, together with the HQ. Do we have this airbase here as well? Yeah, because it's around here. Let's make one last grey attack. Well, why wouldn't it? Why wasn't it earlier? And the builder. Where is the HQ? Oh, I cannot do the build-up. Why cannot do the build-up? Because it's too far from the railroad, maybe? Maybe here. Yeah. Maybe here. Nope. I cannot do any build-ups. Oh, here. Now let's come back with the units. This one probably won't be possible. Yeah, only 200 points, but let's do this anyway. Okay, we'll need a lot of movement points to free our tank in front. Actually, inside Moscow. Okay, so I think it's all what I wanted to show you this turn. We are inside Moscow, and it's the only thing that matters actually right now. So yeah, go and praise the sun and praise the tanks. Yeah, praise the panzers. See you guys in the next turn, where we'll be dealing with Army Group South and something more, probably. See you guys. Bye.